just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder.
These go to 11.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple. My name is Jamie.
And I'm Jeff.
And we are here today to do our top 11 favorite games of all time as of 2021.
Curveball, top 11.
Top
Heard
11.
that right.
Yeah.
Going against the grain.
Exactly. Just like in Spinal Tap, which Jeff has never seen. Freaking weirdo.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen each other's lists, so we don't know what's on them. I mean, I have an idea.
Jamie's are going to be all cute games. 100% cute games. Like Animal, guaranteed I know one game on there for sure. I won't say it. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
If you say it, I'll tell
please.
you that's the one that I knew. Cool beans. Let's go.
I need a drink.
No, what? Ew.
Get your spit off of it. Ugh.
What do you mean, ew? It's my drink. You don't get to judge my drink.
It's sharp. Who wants to go first?
Ladies. Ladies first. Top
Okay.
11.
My number 11 is...
Oh my goodness.
Do you have any guesses?
Honestly, no. I don't. I just don't know the order. I think I could guess majority
I don't
of them.
think you'd be able to guess this one. I've only played it one time.
Well, that's fair. Actually, some on my list I've only played once.
Okay. Jeff also had one on his list that he'd never played, but he took it off.
Anticipatory play.
Yeah. Okay, my number 11 is Viscounts of the West Kingdom.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah, and that's by Garfield Games, and it is a worker placement game. It's the third in the West Kingdom trilogy or series. I don't know if they're doing anymore. We've only played this once, and I friggin' loved it.
Yeah, you did really good too.
Yeah.
I did not.
I tied for first.
I did not do well.
No.
I have a tendency to not like games that I didn't do well in.
Yeah, no
Shocking.
kidding. Shocking.
I didn't think you would pick that one.
I know.
I never would have guessed
It's
that.
on my it's my number 11.
I literally started this video by saying everything will be cute and animal related, and
And
then
the
you
first one is Murder War.
Viscounts. Viscounts.
Yeah. So this game, like I said, third in the trilogy series. There's Architects of the West Kingdom, Paladins of the West Kingdom, and then Viscounts of the West Kingdom. And they all play slightly differently. Apparently you can put all three of them together and play like one massive game, which just
What?
sounds insane.
I never knew that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. I'd
That's
never be able to do
crazy.
that. What do you like about it?
I like that there's
That
so
you
many.
almost won?
I like that I almost won. I like that there's so many different things that you can do. Like there's so many different ways that you can get points and win. Like there's that thing in the middle that you can climb up, and
Castle?
then is it a castle?
I
I
don't
guess. And then there's like pathways, and plus I really love the artwork. Like it's
That's fair.
cute. It's ugly cute.
Neat.
Yeah.
Good
that's
choice.
my number 11.
All right, my number 11. Do you think you can guess it? No, you can't.
No, I can't.
Okay, my number 11 is a game called Western Legends.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait.
What do you mean, wait?
Okay, I forgot which one that was.
Western Legends is published by Colossal Games,
Mhm.
and it's basically a Wild West themed kind of like, what's the style?
Western.
It's not really hand management, it's not really...
There's worker placement. Well, there's there's worker placement and area movement. There's cards. There's like different things.
Yeah,
you
it's
can
a bunch.
do.
There's a whole bunch of different things going on in this game. But what I like most about it is that you can kind of win in multiple different ways. So
Kind of like
you can
Viscounts.
score points by like playing poker, or you can score points by wrangling cattle, or score points by mining and finding gold. Like there's multiple ways to win. So you can kind of cater the game to how you want to play it. And on top of that, you can kind of choose to be good or bad. So
Like not at the game, but like moral life.
yeah, so you can either be like
I choose to be
law-abiding citizen or non-law-abiding citizen, and that kind
There's
of
a word for
changes.
a bandit or whatever.
Bandit, yeah, or something like that. Which means you can do certain different tasks in the game and score points differently. Really, really like the theme. Really like the Old West theme, as well as the ability to kind of just play it how you want to.
Yeah, we haven't played this one in a while. I'd like to. It's hard to play it 2 players.
My number 11 is Western Legends.
Legends. Moving on to number 10.
10, 10, 10.
10. 10. My number 10 is Tiny Towns.
Really?
Yeah, by AEG.
I don't remember this.
What? We played it all the time before with the little houses, and then there's like certain patterns.
Oh, yeah.
Ay. I love Tiny Towns. That's right up my alley.
You're also very good at that game.
Exactly. You'll notice a trend. Typically, I like games that I'm really good at, and I think you probably feel the same.
I don't know. I'm not really great at Western Legends.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I've won a couple, but...
But yeah, so basically Tiny Towns, you have these little buildings and you're trying to create patterns to cover up your little town or your grid. I love it. It's, it's cute, it's colorful.
Cute counter.
It's cute,
One.
it's colorful, it's easy, it's quick to play. I love this. I'll play this pretty much anytime. We do have one of the expansions, Tiny Towns Fortune.
Tiny Town's Fortune.
We haven't played that one yet. Technically, it's not even ours, it's my brother's, but whatever.
I think you're good at, like, those little, like, puzzly games.
Yeah.
Where you, like, only...
Like Santorini, I'm better.
Yeah, you have to, like... Ugh. You are better at Santorini than me, that is undeniable. My number 10. Insert drum music. Great Western Trail.
Really?
Yeah, love that game.
Oh my god.
Love it. Weird that both of these games have a cow feel.
Cowboy.
There's cows in them.
Yeah, Jeff grew up on a farm,
I did
so
grow
that
up on a
checks
farm.
out.
Great Western Trail is by, I don't know how to pronounce it.
What is it?
Eggertspiel.
Eggertspiel.
Great Western Trail, I keep getting it mixed up with Western Legends. Like, that is really throwing me.
Great Western Trail is the one with all the cows.
No, I just mean in terms of, like, saying it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so in Great Western Trail, you're basically looking to load up trains and move product, livestock, bunch of other things. It's really just like a movement-based game. I think there are some card elements to it. You get cows and you have to match certain cattle together in order to kind of move them around. And
the cows are so cute. There's fluffy cows in there.
There are fluffy cows. I've only played this game a couple times. It is heavy. It takes a very long time to play, like 3 hours, I think we played last time with 3 players.
Yeah, we were playing with one person who took a long time for their turn, so.
Who's that?
Matt.
A game I'd like to play more. I love it. Cows.
Cows.
Cow theme.
I love cows.
It's weird because literally I'm looking over this and like there's multiple cow games. Those are the only 2.
Okay, I was like, what other? Are you even playing cow games without me?
Cow games.
Cow patty bingo, is that?
The old cow patty bingo. What is cow patty bingo?
It's like...
I grew up on a farm and I don't know what that is.
Really? Oh, we used to do this at our bazaars. Basically, you'd have a cow, and where it would you put it in a field, and where it would poop on a number, you would win.
That is actually ridiculous.
Yeah.
Number 9.
Number
9.
Number 9 for me is one of the games that really got us into the hobby, and that is Clank! Exclamation.
How did you know Clank's on my list?
It is?
You said we had an overlap.
No, I have overlays. Oh, well, I know.
Spoiler!
Spoiler. My number 9 is Clank, a deck building adventure.
Great game.
Well, it's by Renegade Games, and it's like, yeah, it's a deck building adventure, I guess. It's kind of like an explore and deck building and not really worker placement because you're moving. But is this your number 9? No, I don't want to know. This game got us into the hobby. It's one of the first board games one of them.
Yeah.
First board games that we played a lot, and I still love it. And I love all of the different versions, and we've played a little bit of Clank Legacy. We started it with my brothers.
Before he went back to Egypt,
my
so
brothers
we have to pick that back up.
Clank is a great game. To me, it's like a classic. I friggin' love it. And I love deck builders. I really do. Like, I like that mechanism a whole lot. With Clank, basically you're trying to, it's not going through a dungeon, but you're trying not to make noise, clanks, to disturb the dragon. You don't want to wake up the dragon.
It's kind of a dungeon, I think.
Anytime that you make a noise, you get these little clank cubes, and then you have to draw clank cubes.
It is a dungeon.
And some of them will make the dragon mad and will move up, and there's all these different things, but essentially that's why it's called Clank. That's the sound you're making. You're friggin' clanking around. It's like, shut up, you're waking up the dragon, idiot.
All them coins in your pocket. Getting that dragon fired up, stealing his treasure. You're basically Bilbo Baggins, trying to steal Smaug's treasures. My number 9. Are you ready? This is gonna blow your freaking mind.
Is it Clank? Is it?
My number 9 is Clank.
What?
What? Not only did we have whatever you want to call it, what's it called when we, like a crossover?
Yeah, it's a crossover.
It's a crossover, but it's on the same number.
Yeah, that's like a true crossover.
That's a true crossover.
You're just repeating everything.
Nailed it. Everything Jamie just said, I will also say, but not say. It was one of the first that we kind of got into. Love deck builders. It's kind of push your luck too. I mean, there's a bit of that element where,
Drawing out of a bag.
you know, like you're drawing tokens out of a bag for a dragon attack, and it's like, should I get out now with the treasures I have, or should I go a little bit deeper and get that bigger point value treasure that might be a little bit further down
Always
into the
go
map?
for the
But
bigger point value.
are you gonna get out? Because you gotta get back out too. It's crazy, man, and you got
crazy.
coins clanking around.
You might say
You know,
it's an
you got
adventure.
necklaces over your friggin' self clanking around. You're making all this noise, and Trent's like, "Get out of here, man!
Get over here.
Get over here!" And then he wants to breathe his fire. He's like, my number 9, also Clank.
So now we're on to number 8.
8.
My number 8 is Imperial Settlers, Empires of the North.
Okay, the only reason why, I'm sorry to butt in here, but the only reason why this game is on your list is because you always win.
It's so fun to win.
She always wins. And she'll only pick the same faction.
I picked the little girl
because she
with the
knows
penguin.
how to play it so well that she'll win.
No, I picked that one because it's literally the cutest one. Okay, essentially there's like factions and everybody gets to be a different faction and each faction plays differently. I didn't say this is from Portal Games. But yeah, each faction plays differently and they're all just, it's such cute little art, and then you can go sailing and like for the faction that I like to play with, which is the little girl with the penguin. She's adorable.
We don't know what it's called.
But basically, like, she's able to lay down a bunch of cards. And that's kind of like my game.
Real big engine going on.
Big engine building type of game. And it's so cute. It's so fun. And we've taught this now to both of my brothers separately, and they both really enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, it is a good
I
game.
love it.
Even though I never win.
I really want to, there's some expansion factions that I would really like to get. There's like Japan and Rome and I can't remember what else, but those are 2.
Great game. Great game. Great little engine builder. My number 8 is a game called Seasons.
Oh, I didn't put Seasons on my list, but I almost did.
Seasons is published by Libelud? Libelud? Libelud?
Libelud. We're probably pronouncing it wrong.
Yep.
This is like Bizarre and Bezier all over again.
Seasons is a phenomenal game. Card drafting, dice roller. You kind of draft cards at the beginning of the game. Depending on, you know, which round you're in, you'll get access to those cards as you go. So you set 3 aside. You have 3 in your hand, and then set 3 more aside for each year.
3 seasons.
4 seasons, and then years, and in each year you'll get access to your other 3 cards to play. So you have to be a bit strategic on what you take to start versus what you leave for later. And so basically you're rolling dice. Everyone gets to take a dice depending on your turn order, and those dice give you certain abilities. I really, really like Seasons. I would always play it when
Super
possible. I do play it on
Board
Game Arena. If I'm just sitting on the couch and feel like playing something, I'll hop on and play a game. Seasons. Never win. Ever. Those people are crazy.
I know.
I feel like I've won it a few times, like in our little group.
Yeah.
Great game.
Great game. Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Next.
Next.
Please.
Moving on to number 7. Okay, this is also a game that
Numero set.
we've played this game numerous times, but only at the same time in one day. And it was an instant love for me.
I have no idea what this is.
Really? Okay. Mysterium.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And this is this also by Libelud? It's also by Libelud.
What?
They're crushing it.
Crushing it, Libelud.
Mysterium is a cooperative deduction type of game. So essentially one person has been murdered.
One person is dead.
And they are acting as the ghost, and they're trying to give you different clues as to who killed them. So there's cards in front of you of all of the potential suspects, and I think you're like an investigator or something, and the ghost is giving you cards with pictures on them to try and
because they can't talk.
They're not allowed to talk. And then so like the first round is you're trying to figure out which one of the people killed you or something, or who the suspects are. Second round is like where and then there's like what weapon, and then the final round is you have to put it all together.
Yeah, you have to put it all together.
And it is so fun. I loved it.
I knew, yeah.
I loved it.
Once we started playing, Jamie really likes that, like, deduction type stuff.
And the art is like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Haunted Mansion. Like it's got that kind of like creepy feel, but it's like beautiful and weird, and
yeah.
I love it.
It's a good game.
Fun. Just as long as Jeff doesn't play the ghost.
Yeah.
There's literally a card full of buttons, and then he finds a card with buttons on it and gives it to someone, and it's not
It was
that
balloons
card.
or something, I think. Yeah.
And then there's also Mysterium Park, which I would also really like to try.
Yeah, I'd like to play that game more. That was fun.
It's great for all ages, because we played with my nieces who were like 12 and 8 or 9.
9? Oh, Jason's gonna kill you.
They grow up so fast, it's hard to tell.
We don't care about age.
Yeah, age is just a number.
It's basically like a twist on Clue.
Yeah, kind of.
It's
but
like Clue, but cooler and more dynamic.
It's like picture Clue, now picture it being cooler, and that's what it is.
Yeah. My number 7 is a game I've only played once, but when I first played it, I was like,
I know exactly what
I don't know if I like this.
Which was a shock.
Which was very shocking, but then I started thinking about it more, and I was like, I want to play that game again, real bad. So my number 7 is Gaia Project.
Gaia Project.
By Z-Man Games. You're basically trying to take over planets and kind of like terraform these planets. You're establishing a planet for like growth and all of these things, and it's basically this whole big Gaia project.
I suppose this would be defined as a Euro game, but we are still confused as to what a Euro is.
Like when it comes,
I watched explanation videos and I'm like, I don't get it.
When it comes to like understanding what a game is, I feel like it's just like everyone's kind of just okay, it's a crapshoot. Really love space themed games. So I love space in general. So any space related games I'm in love with, and I feel like the more I play that game, the more I'm gonna want to play that game.
My number 6. I wonder if this is going to be a surprise to you. I don't know if it will.
There's some I'm very surprised that haven't come up on your list. We might have one more crossover. I'm fairly certain we will. I just don't know where it's going to lie.
My number 6 is Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion.
6?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did you think it'd be higher?
Way higher. 6?
6.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Okay, it's still number 6. Like, I love this game. So we started off playing regular Gloomhaven. We had one group that we were playing with, and then they kind of fell off the face of the earth. And then we had another friend that we were playing with, and then he kind of decided that he wasn't super into it. And it's so much effort to play regular Gloomhaven with just 2 people. So we got Jaws of the Lion, and it is such a great experience. We just finished it last week. How do you explain it? It's hand management,
I would say
deck build, it's exploration is
campaign based.
It's a campaign-based exploration game.
Card management.
Story.
Yeah.
It's just
legacy. Game.
It's an epic game. Like, it really is so good, and
we really threw a lot of things out there.
That's my number 6. I love Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. You can't really say too much about it because you don't want to spoil anything, I guess. But
we can't tell you too much about it.
You played too much.
Wow, 6.
6.
I mean, my response kind of tells you though.
I think it's probably
that is probably my number 6. I think this might come to as a surprise to Jamie.
Gloomhaven.
Mine is Gloomhaven. No, just kidding.
I was like, what was it, right?
My number 6 is Dinosaur Island.
Oh!
Love me some Dinosaur Island.
Me too.
I frigging love that game. I love the retro look of it.
Yeah.
The colors. It is a decent, hefty,
cute little
chunky game. Like it's got a lot to it. You're basically like building up your DNA so that you can.
It's Jurassic Park.
Yeah, you can make dinosaurs with this DNA to put in your park. And you got to manage your security so that dinosaurs don't eat people. Like, it's just, there's so much going on. Like, I love it so much. I love the theme. Love the colors.
I love the colors.
The only gripe I have with the game is that I wish the meeples were a little bit more dynamic.
Yeah, but you
Like-
can buy them.
Yeah, like
You just have the basic.
We just have the basic. Like there's just one standard dinosaur for regardless of which type of dinosaur you build. It is by
Pandasaurus
Pandasaurus Games.
This
but
one didn't make it on my list only because there's so much setup.
it is a big game. I don't mind setup of games. I really don't.
Because I'm usually the one that's
Exactly. I really don't mind setup because I never do it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I am excited for Dinosaur World.
Oh, yeah. That's not this list though, Jamie.
That's not this list.
That's not this list.
Everybody. On to number 5. My number 5 is Quacks of Quedlinburg.
Yeah, I knew this was
by
coming up.
North Star Games. I love this game. Quacks of
Cool.
Quedlinburg. First of all,
Quedlinburg.
whatever.
Quedling.
Quedling. This is a push your luck game that I love. Mainly because I am a very lucky person.
It is uncanny how lucky Jamie is.
P.S. This game's not about ducks, so don't get your hopes up because
No,
I thought it
Quacks
was about ducks.
as in the crazy
Doctors.
doctor witch.
Witch doctors.
That person's a quack!
I can't remember if you're like, is it building a potion or something?
Yeah, you're putting ingredients
and
into
then
your
there's
pot.
like a bag and you gotta stick your hand in the bag and then pull out these ingredients and you place them and then you could potentially, is it explode or bust?
Yeah, explode.
And that's why Jeff doesn't like it because he generally always pulls out the bad things.
Yeah, I could have 100 good tokens in my bag and 5 bad ones, and I will
pull out the 5
those 5.
every time.
My number 5, which I think you're gonna be like, oh, I didn't think of that. Maybe you have. I don't know. My number 5 is Dice Throne.
I did think of it. I didn't put it on my list.
Really?
Yeah.
So I really like Dice Throne. I'll tell you why. 'Cause
And
it's
I'll tell you why.
Oh, sorry. I should mention. Dice Throne is by Roxley.
Canadian company.
Roxley Games.
Canadian publisher.
Keep rocks in it. Get it? Rocking it.
Oh, good one.
Dice Throne is a great 2-player game, and
Yes.
that's why I love it the most. You basically can pick a different type of character, and that character comes with a different set of cards and abilities, and you're basically throwing dice down. It's kind of like Yahtzee, like trying to get certain dice faces to face up to do certain abilities on your board against the other person. So I'm a competitive person, 1v1 all
We love
day.
it.
Give me that. This game is just something I will always love. We travel with it. We take it when we go.
We went to Disney and we took it with us.
We take it when we travel. You know, it's a quick game. It doesn't take that long, like under half an hour. It's awesome to pick up and play and beat Jamie in. I mean, that's all there is to it. That's why else am I here if it's not to beat Jamie in games?
Barely. Number 4.
We're getting up there, eh?
Yeah.
We're getting up there.
My number 4 is.
Oh, I know. I think I know.
Do you know? What is it?
I don't know. It's gonna. There's. I think
There's only a few left.
there's
that it
like
could
3 games that I'm like, she hasn't said it yet, and I know they're up there.
be. My number 4 is Viticulture. by
Okay.
Stonemeyer Games.
Yeah. All
And
right.
this is a worker placement game that you get cards, so there's a bit of hand management in there. And basically this whole game is just about making wine. You're going through different seasons, you're plowing your fields, you're planting the grapes, you're making the wine, you're selling the wine, like all of these things, which like when I hear that, I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound that exciting, but it is really a fun game. And we've played this many times. We've played it 2-player, 3-player, 4-player.
Yeah, we've also played the Tuscany version.
Yep. And I feel like a lot of people like this game.
It's very popular.
It's a friggin' classic. It's just
It's a
fun. And
classic.
it's like a relaxing game. It is a little competitive.
Enough of a competitive element to keep it interesting.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it's obviously competitive. I mean, you're trying to score more points than everyone else.
Yeah, but it's still kind of like chill. You're just
It is
like
very chill.
going through the
Yeah,
vineyard.
you're kind of just chilling, making wine.
You get
it's-
mama and papa cards and
Yeah.
they do stuff.
I'm here for it.
Cool.
All right, my number 4
Mm-hmm.
is a game by Stonemeyer Games.
Stonemeyer.
Stonemeyer.
Is it viticulture?
It is not viticulture.
Oh, I know what it is then.
It is a game called Scythe.
Scythe.
Scythe, I could easily put anywhere in the top 4, I think. When we first played that game, that I was all in. I was all in on that game. Like, I loved
We
the
played it
mechs.
so
I love the mechs. I love everything about that game. Like, worker placement, movement type, to get resources,
Battling.
to spend. You can battle, but it's not even a battle game. Like that's
it's like area control.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think a lot of people think it's a battle game, but like it isn't. It's not at all a battle game. You can. And that's a component you can do, but yeah, just the theme, like I really like that dystopian theme. A caveat to all of this is like the Rise of Fenris campaign you can play was unbelievable.
Yeah,
it was like so good. If you've played Scythe but haven't played the Rise of Fenris expansion campaign, you need to do it. It is so good. Definitely a bit of a gateway game for us as well. For me especially, really love that heavy strategy stuff. So Scythe, number 4.
Yeah, we played the hell out of that game. We haven't played it in a long time.
Yeah,
we were talking about it the other day that
we played it probably too much, and then we kind of let it go for a bit. But I would love to play it again for sure.
Moving on now to number 3. Now we're in our top 3. Do you know what my top 3 are?
I could probably guess.
Okay.
Don't give it away with your face. You have a terrible poker face.
How would I give it away?
It's going to be Villainous, Mansions of Madness. I don't know the third though.
Okay, well let's just get into it.
It's definitely, those 2 are definitely in it. Oh, maybe the Haunted Mansion game, but I feel like that's too new.
That's too new.
Yeah.
And it's not that amazing. I just like the theme.
I guarantee
my number 3 game is the Haunted. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like ready to be like,
is Mansions of Madness.
Nailed it.
By Fantasy Flight Games.
Nailed it.
I love this game. I love like creepy, spooky, horror type of
Lovecraftian.
things. Lovecraftian, sure.
Well, that's what
Isn't this Cthulhu or
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu.
Gesundheit.
But basically, this game has an act component with it. There's a whole story, and it's like you're moving through these different rooms. You don't know what's going to be coming up next, and it's cooperative. So like we play together. You play the scenarios. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And there's one that we've lost like 3 times now.
A lot.
It can be difficult, but this game is so good. Like I love it.
The detective element.
Yeah, the detective element. Like you go in and you're like, I'm going to investigate this thing. And then Jeff might be doing something, whatever he's doing, fighting a monster or something.
Yeah, and then you might get separated.
Which happens,
one of you might die.
Be caught in a fire.
Or one person might become like, I can't remember what it's called, but like when your brain goes.
Yeah, so that's a really cool component. Like each character that you get has like so many hearts and so many brains, and the brains are like the insanity factor and the heart is like your life.
Insanity,
so you can go insane in the game.
And then play against a group potentially.
Yeah, well you get like a card that tells you what your
win
condition is, and sometimes it's, just play the game as normal, or sometimes you're trying to mess everything up.
Yeah. And
so
the other people
don't
the other people don't know what your win condition is.
Yeah.
So then you'll make an action and they'll be like, why are you doing that?
Why did you do that?
Why do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
Mansions of Madness. I love it.
I knew that was on your list. My number 3 is by a publisher called Fricks Games. Terraforming Mars is my number 3.
Jeff loves Mars.
Love engine build there, and love the card drafting, like card deck building kind of element to that. You're basically terraforming Mars. It's a pretty simple concept. You're on Mars and you're trying to make it habitable through different actions. So taking over certain hexes. The more you do, the temperature's rising on the planet, to make it hospitable and all of these things. Just a really, really great game.
I don't remember this game at all. I know that I played it once. So
that's sad.
I don't remember.
Sad to me.
Now we're on to number 2.
Oh, is Takenoko on there too? Oh my god. It might be Takenoko and Villainous. It might be. I don't know.
Number 2, and the fact that you forgot about this game is hilarious to me, but my number 2 is Wingspan.
Shit, okay. Yeah, okay. I'll mention after.
Wingspan from Stonemaier Games. Everybody knows what this game is. It's insanely popular. But basically, you're just trying to get like resources in order to make a bird, and you lay that bird. And then
you're not making the bird.
you're putting it together like a little robot bird.
Putting the bird in a environment.
Yeah, and you got these little eggies. It's really cute and it's fun and it's beautiful, and I love Wingspan.
The eggs look like Cadbury mini eggs.
They do.
And every time I look at them, I'm like, I want to eat that.
We once played this game with Cadbury mini eggs on the table. Risky business.
So that was, remember when I said earlier, like there was a game that I probably should have included and I didn't?
Was it Wingspan?
It's Wingspan. I also love that game. My dad's a big bird watcher. So
he's a big bird fan.
he loves birds. I, ipso facto, love birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, great game.
Cool.
Good choice.
My number 2.
My number 2 is a game by Stonemaier Games. It is
Wingspan.
Viticulture.
Ah, viticulture.
Crossover! So Jamie's already kind of spoken about viticulture, but yeah, just really kind of like, it's got a homey feel. You're just kind of playing and building wine or making wine and harvesting grapes and
selling wine.
and doing tours of your vineyard. Like, it's just nice. It's just a nice game, and mechanically it's perfect. Like, I just love everything about it. I do think I prefer the Tuscany version over the one we have. I think we have the Essential version.
Yeah, Essential.
I do prefer Tuscany because it adds a season, and I think the map looks, or the board looks cooler. But both are great. I mean, you're not gonna go wrong either way. Yeah, number 2, Viticulture. Much love.
We're on to our number 1.
Number one.
My number one. You ready, baby?
Hi, honey.
My number 1 is Villainous.
Knew it.
Ravensburger.
Ravensburger.
Games. Another one that is super popular. I am a huge Disney fan. Like, I have Disney tattoos all over my arms. I love everything about Disney, and so these games were like almost an automatic love for me, but the fact that they play so well, we have all of the expansions except for the newest one that literally just came out with Gaston.
Are they expansions though? They're not really.
Not really. They're like
just
new characters.
Yeah, they're all standalone.
Yeah, so I love this game. Basically, you're playing as one of the Disney villains, and you're trying to, like, you have a specific goal that you have to reach by playing different cards and like moving your icon or your token or whatever, and then you're trying to fate or screw over basically your opponents. So there's a bit of that take that kind of element, and I love it. It's so fun. And how we typically play is like we mix up all of the characters and we choose them blindly, and I find that keeps it interesting and fresh so that you're not always playing with the same person. Anytime that they put out a new characters, I'll buy it. Like, every single time I will buy it. The only one I haven't thought about buying the Marvel one, but I actually probably will because it does look really cool.
You also love Marvel.
I do love Marvel.
Well, I guess Marvel's now Disney.
Marvel is Disney.
Yeah, I mean, I think thematically for you that makes sense.
My favorite.
For how much you love Disney. I also love Disney, but not as much as you.
And my favorite one to play with is Yzma.
Yeah, great game. I also love that game. My number 1 has already been on this list.
Oh, I know what it is.
My number 1 is a game by Cephalofair Games, Jaws of the Lion. Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. I love Gloomhaven.
Fantasy.
I love fantasy. I love fantasy books. I love Magic the Gathering. I love D&D. Like, I love all of those things. And you've basically put them into a board game. I'm all there. Jaws of the Lion was a great kind of compromise where Gloomhaven is super heavy. Jaws of the Lion is really good at introducing you to the game. Having the storybook kind of deal where you can open the book and there's your map and a bunch of different information that you need. So that's why it's kind of on my list, and normal Gloomhaven isn't. Even though I also love that and didn't get to play through it, which sucks. But yeah, that dungeon crawler, upgrading your character, collecting gold, collecting experience.
Battling
monsters. Like, I cannot express enough how much I love this genre of game. And I'm really excited for Frosthaven to come out. Number 1, Jaws of the Lion. No question. Undebatable. Put it on the board. That's
it.
That's our top.
Those are
11.
Top 11.
Because we're going against the
favorite board games of all time so far.
Yeah.
This will change.
Yeah, I mean, let's be fair. Like, in terms of other people and what they've played, like, our depth of games is pretty decent.
It's our goal to play a
But yeah,
bunch
there's
of
a
games
lot
this
of
year.
really great games we have not played. Like, so this will change. I mean, it's just
It's going to change.
part and parcel with the territory, you know?
Totally.
Top 11.
Cool.
With
Yeah.
some Spinal Tap reference that I don't understand.
This one goes up to 11. That is all that we have for you guys today. Let us know down below what some of your top games are. We would love to know. If you have any recommendations for us, please throw them out there. We are happy to try those out. Yeah.
Expand the collection.
Expand the collection. We've got some new games coming to us this weekend, so we're pretty excited about that.
We do.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
We do. Woo!
Indeed.
Indeed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe to Foster the Meeple. Follow us on social media. On Instagram, it's at foster.the.meeple.
Still waiting for a license plate guy to get back to us.
Yeah, and it's not gonna happen, but
That's not yet.
So feel free to follow us on there and leave us a comment, like, subscribe, share, and press the bell notification and do all that fun stuff. Thanks for joining us today, and we hope to see you again soon. Say goodbye, Jack.
Later days.
Bye.
Bye. There. Makeup. Can we get makeup in here?
It's not gonna help the situation.
People come for the laughs, not for the video quality.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, people don't come
At all.
We need hair and makeup stat.
Mainly,
Extreme close up.
you have an eye booger.
I always have eye boogies. It's who I am. Accept me. Makeup. Is it gone?
No. Ew, I got it.
Makeup. Wait, on my
Wait, I
shirt.
didn't get it.
Call makeup
There it
in.
is, it's on your shirt.
Devin, get makeup.
It's Devin, okay.
Devin's our producer.
Do you know what the shadow on your face is? It's my big head.
That's not that big. You don't have a big head. Do you think you have a big head?
Yeah,
Really?
it's bigger than yours. Nah.
Maybe I have a little head.
You do.
Rude.
You wear children's hats.
That is true. I never thought about that.
Yeah, okay.
They're not children's hats. Young adult hats.
YA.
Yeah. My brother-in-law.
My brother.
My brother owns it. We have an overlap?
Yeah, I made one. You don't pay attention to any of the group chats. Did you look at all of those?
I saw some.
Oh my god.
I think
Okay.
probably comes from my love for Magic the Gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie never will
Oh.
fist bump me. She's got this weird thing where she just, ew. I feel like I have a good radio voice.
You've literally already said that.
Like, I feel like I could be on radio.
Okay. I can't. Mine's too whiny. Hear that? All the pieces falling.
Is that a drum? Did that sound like a drum?
The
La, la, la.
minions.
Yeah.